Many Jordan, Steraflow, and Low-Flow products are supplied with the Mark 16 IQ side-mounted positioner. This troubleshooting guide is provided to help you quickly diagnose and fix problems encountered in the field. In order to determine what is wrong with your valve, you must first gather information about the product. Find and record the serial number and application parameters. There might be no problem at all, just something that the customer is unfamiliar with. For example, on all Jordan valve sliding gate control valves, we zero the overlap of the seat out when we calibrate the positioner. Because of this, the signal reading will not match the position reading. Sometimes the customer interprets this as the positioner being set up improperly, but in this case, everything is set up correctly. Note that this won't be a concern on Globe-style Jordan low-flow and Steraflow valves, as they do not have this overlap. Another common scenario is over-pressurization of an actuator. Jordan, low-flow, and Steraflow actuators are limited to 20 to 40 psi. Make sure your air supply does not exceed these minimum or maximum requirements. If the supply pressure is too low, the actuator may not have enough pressure to fully open or close the valve. If the actuator has been exposed to a pressure greater than recommended, it is likely that some internal components will be damaged and may need to be replaced. Note that it is strongly recommended to allow the factory to do this kind of repair. All of the control valves that we install on the Mark 16 IQ positioner are factory calibrated before shipment. Included in the shipment is the positioner setup guide, which shows the factory settings for each valve. The guide is also available on our website. No matter what has been changed, it is possible to get the positioner back to where it needs to be. First, make sure that all the components in the valve are in working order. The mechanical connections should all be tight and not easily movable. All assembly parts should be firmly attached to the valve stem. Next, check that the linkage is connected and tight. The spring-loaded nylon bushing on Jordan and low-flow positioner arm pins should be engaged with the mating arm. The bushing is spring-loaded and should be firmly holding the cone in the bar. The Steraflow valve control linkage is a little different. There is no nylon bushing pin on the arm. The pin is held in place with a spring steel mechanism attached to the bar. Regardless of the valve and linkage, the pin must be properly set on the positioner arm. Make sure that it cannot be slid back and forth. On Jordan and low-flow valves, if it is loose, you can tighten the back nut with a 10 mm open-end wrench. If using a 4 to 20 milliamp signal, use the two-wire connection method, also known as loop-powered. Make sure the positive lead is connected to terminal 3 and that the negative lead is connected to terminal 8. If you are using a 0 to 20 milliamp signal, you must use the 4-wire method. First, ensure that the jumper wire that is connected between terminal 5 and 6 is removed. The positive signal lead should connect to terminal 6, while the negative lead is connected to terminal 8. The auxiliary DC voltage source should be connected with the positive lead to terminal 2, and the negative lead should be connected to terminal 4. If everything is okay mechanically, you now need to be able to change the input signal. This can be done through a control system or a 4 to 20 milliamp portable loop power supply or calibrator, such as the one shown here. You need to have at least a 4 milliamp signal to the positioner for it to power up. To get to the positioner menu, push and hold the hand key for 5 seconds. The display will change to the menu. The menu number is listed on the bottom left, the menu abbreviation on the top. The large font shows the current setting. To reset to the Siemens factory setting, use the hand button to scroll through the menu items. Stop when you reach 50. Push and hold the plus key for approximately 5 seconds. The display will change to start. Once the memory is reset, the display will switch to OK. The positioner is now reset back to the Siemens factory settings. Please keep in mind that these are not the same as the Jordan settings. Now that the positioner is reset, use the Positioner Programming Guide to change the settings to those of your specific valve. You are now ready to test the positioner. First, ensure that the transmission radio selector is in the proper position. If the stroke is in the 90-degree range, the bar must be shifted up. If the stroke is in the 33-degree range, the bar must be shifted down. You can use a pen or a pencil to push and click the bar into the proper position. Next, go to menu item 4. To initialize the positioner, hold the plus key for 5 seconds. The positioner will go through 5 different runs. This can take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. During this time, the positioner will test to see the extent of the stem travel needed to fully open and close the valve by delivering small amounts of air to the valve actuator. The positioner remembers these fully opened and fully closed points. When the positioner is finished initializing, the display will read Finish. To complete calibration, press the hand key to return to menu mode. Now press and hold the hand key for 5 seconds to place the positioner in manual mode. Press the hand key once more and the display will show AUT for automatic mode or in service. You can double check that the valve is operating properly by changing the signal to the valve, but everything should now be functioning correctly. If you have any questions regarding this video, please email us or call us at the number listed on the screen. For more information about this or other products, visit us at www.jordanvalve.com.